Hi there everyone, Dan Murphy here again from Talk Tech to Me, and today I'm going to be taking us through one of the market leaders in text to video. This app is called Synthesia and it's absolutely fantastic. I've been using it for a couple of weeks now and I'm absolutely in love with it. So without further ado, let's get into it. What is Synthesia? Well, Synthesia essentially is, like I said, text to video. So if you are someone that has to generate video content every now and again, whether that be for work, your personal life, you're a content creator, or you're an influencer, it can sometimes be easier to get somebody else to do the legwork for you. Synthesia does so much more than just text to video, but I'm going to show you some of the features of it today. It has 4 different models. The free tier, which is very basic, essentially gives you one video, 3 minutes per month, and you can select from 9 different avatars. Avatars are essentially the AI creations that they can read out your speech for you. The starter pack, and that's the one I'm on at the minute, lets you download your videos, gives you 140 different languages. So if you make one video, you can convert that into whatever language you want pretty much. It also allows you to have guests, so if you're working in a small business as well, you can have multiple different people working on the same project. 120 minutes per year, and so yeah, there's more support with that. The creator model then as well is a lot more expensive, $49 a month. 5 personal avatars. We'll get into personal avatars in a wee bit, but essentially you can create your own avatar of yourself. If you are someone that is going to be making a lot of content, that could be ideal for you. API access then as well, if you're integrating it to other different things. And more orientated at sort of small businesses and that there, where you're going to be doing repeating the same kind of types of video all the time. So if you're going to be branding your pages, you want to create templates so that it's easier to use, the more you use it. And then the enterprise grade, and that's again aimed at big businesses, so it's pretty much unlimited anything, and you have single sign-on, a nice little enterprise level features like that. So let's get into it. It has a really intuitive interface once you're logged into it. Very simple sign-up process then as well. And yeah, I'm going to go and create a video here. So first thing is, there is lots of different templates available. In this example, I'm going to create a small branding website or branding video for myself, just talking about my different social media channels as well. So yeah, this is Joshua, the first guy you get with it as well. Really simple to use. Down the bottom you have your script. I got Gemini to create me a little script earlier on, which I have here. So I'm going to start off with just a little introduction paragraph. And delete that and stick that in. You can add different scenes to this as well. So I'm going to create 3 scenes. I'm going to have a start, a middle with all the content, and then an ending. And we're spinning. There we go. So yes, so the main body of our content, we'll use this one. And we'll take the body of it out. Do 2 paragraphs at the end. Here, let's stick that in, and then finally our sign off or our thank you message. Thank you. So you could just do it straight from there. Just put in your company information. I'm just going to delete a lot of this nonsense out that I don't need for the purpose of what we're doing today. You can stick your company logo in. Like I said, on the free version, you don't have these kind of features, so you do need to go for at least that first tier that I'm on. And there's nothing to stop you creating your own templates. So if you have a repeatable pattern that you want to do going forward, you can absolutely create that. Welcome to Talk Tech to Me. Dan Murphy. And I would help if I could spell correctly. My Grammarly has run out. Oh dear. Okay, now that we're done, there is lots of different video editing features involved in this. Let's go through some of them. The first one is the avatar selection. So Joshua is one of the default avatars. You actually get Joshua on the free tier then as well. But let's go and pick someone a bit more applicable to what we're trying to do here as well. No, we are a tech-focused organization. How does Trent look? Trent's a little bit casual for my liking. We'll go back to the start. I think Arnold would be a good representation of our organization. should be at the top of my most recent ones. Good Arnold. And Arnold. Now he should replace Joshua in behind him once we go to submit this. Okay, we've got our script done. We've picked our avatar. You can add text if you want to add additional text on top of it. Shapes, like you would imagine. Media, yes. Now there is a lot of royalty-free options here when it comes to media as well. It brings in from lots of different locations and sources. Includes video and audio then as well, and these can be freely used for commercial purposes then as well. Or else you can choose to upload your own media, especially if you are your own organization. You can add captions then as well, so as he's talking it's sort of writing across the bottom just to help with accessibility options. And then recording as well, so you can record your own screen if you're somebody like me that's making a video like this and you want it sort of made into an AI video and transcribed as you go along. You can install an extension and it'll actually do it for you as you go along and move through the video. But for the purposes of this, I think we're good to go just as a generic one then as well. And let's hit generate. Title, I'll stick a title in. Talk tech to me. Description, all about my channel. 3 chapters, we're going to include all 3 of them, and then burn name captions essentially is enabling captions as we go along. It should give you an estimate then. Yes, it's going to take 10 minutes to process. Well, that was a bit of a disaster. As you probably noticed, I'm actually wearing different clothes. It's nighttime now. It's actually a completely different day than when I started the first part of that video. The reason for that is I had a bit of a meltdown altogether. If you go into videos here, the video I created is a bit of a mess. You can see the avatar I originally chosen, and then there was a second one overlaid on top of that. I didn't realize that in your template, when you're selecting your template to begin with, that's the avatar you have. So whenever you select a different avatar, it essentially pastes that one over the top of it. So if I've deleted this one ever since, but essentially you had 2 characters saying the exact same thing and it was all just a bit of a mess. So I went back to the drawing board and I used good old reliable Joshua, and this is the end result.
Hey tech enthusiasts, welcome to Talk Tech to Me, the channel where we break down the complex world of technology into bite-sized, digestible pieces. Are you fascinated by the latest AI breakthroughs, curious about the metaverse? Or maybe you just want to understand how the tech shaping our future actually works? If that's you, you're in the right place. On Talk Tech to Me, we dive deep into everything from artificial intelligence and machine learning to the fascinating world. More than just a channel,
I think you get the
it's
idea.
a community.
Let's
We want to hear from you. What tech topics are you passionate about? What questions do you have? Whether you're a seasoned tech pro or just starting your journey, Talk Tech to Me is your go-to source for all things tech. So let's talk tech.
And there you have it. I was quite impressed. Now, it's not perfect, but it is very good, and the production quality is amazing. You can see we're sort of transitioned to different slides. There's some background music applied. You can sort of put your text over it. It was all really easy to do. And once I had this done, there's quite a few different ways you can share it with the world then as well. You can invite people in. That's if you have an organization, you want to sort of share it with people before you go to the public stage. I actually just went right-click, download MP4. And then you can put that straight into YouTube or into any of your sort of materials that you have. Just you give it the raw file down as well. Or you can do publish, and essentially you can publicize it and create a link. So if you just wanted to link it and send the link to somebody directly, that's even easier then again. But yeah, I've downloaded this file. Now, one thing I did notice, I was thinking to myself, right, I want to show how I can translate this into Spanish or German and that there. So I went back to my videos and I went to the translate option, and that's when I realized that, well, that's actually part of the upgrade. So it was a little misleading. I had to go back and check. Yes, so one-click translation into other languages is only through the enterprise plan. If I wanted to recreate this video in a different language, essentially I would use the same script, create the same template again, and then when I'm at that stage, I would select the language and recreate the video as a different language. But the issue then is going to be that you're going to eat into your minutes then for that year, so your 120 minutes. So if you do make a 10-minute video and you convert it into 12 different languages, that's your entire year's worth already taken up. So it is something to be aware of. If you are somebody that really wants to make content that's going to get replicated in numerous different languages, you're really talking about the enterprise plan at that stage then. And let's talk price, basically. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy with the way that went. Took a bit of getting used to, but it's quite intuitive overall once you get used to the actual product itself then as well. There is other features that the dubbing studio then as well, and then we have the selfie avatars. If you wanted to create your own avatar, so imagine you're working for a large organization and you work in HR and you wanted to produce some training materials or onboarding materials for your employees, create your own image, your own avatar, and then as well, and then you can sort of narrate all the materials to them. It would make it a lot more personable if you had maybe the CTO or CFO that's sort of speaking to people like this kind of format then as well. I'm a visual learner, so I would sort of, see a video and take in the content of it a lot more than just being given text to read. There is also licensing as well, so if you don't want to license your own image and that, you can get paid to license your own voice and your own image on a platform like this then as well. That's a whole different ball game as well. As I mentioned before, you can go crazy with all the avatars that you will, so you definitely find something that will fulfill your needs. So yeah, on to the conclusion. Thank you. So, in conclusion, Synthesia is a powerful tool that massively lowers the barrier for entry into video production through its powerful AI. While it has some limitations, it makes a valuable contribution and a valuable asset to any organization or creator. If you're looking to innovate your current video content strategy, Synthesia is currently worth exploring. If you are interested, I have a link in the description below, as well as my guide to prompt engineering. So if you've tried Synthesia or any other video AI tool, please let me know. Share your experiences in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification button to get more content from my channel. Thank you, as always. Bye-bye.